Okay. So anyway, so DC dropped a new trailer. Yeah, DC dropped a new trailer for an animated movie. I guess it's gonna be. Is it gonna be on a streaming service?
So that I don't know, because like a lot of their stuff they've been releasing it like digitally,
Yeah.
rather than just putting it
'Cause-
straight to their streaming service. So I think like they try to give it some time to make money on its own,
Mm-hmm.
and then later on, like a month or so down the line, they shipped on to their DC Universe streaming service.
Okay. Well, so I was just about to say, do they still have that?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I don't know nobody that still has the streaming service. They always go to the.
Yeah.
Well, I was hearing that the HBO Max was going to pretty much kind of like take over all DC stuff.
So like I think like they did a thing there. I never did look into it, where they were basically like offering like free trials of HBO Max
Right.
through the DC stuff.
Okay.
So I think they're trying to shift from DC Universe to HBO Max.
And I'm gonna tell you about these damn streaming services. They need to start combining some of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because it's starting to be too many. And if you're like, okay, if you want me to get your stuff, stop trying to say, oh, we got this also. You get this, you get that. Man, come on, man. It's too many.
Because like one of the problems I had when Disney first decided they were going to do one, and so you see all the Marvel stuff moving off of Netflix. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, so if I want to watch, name a movie that everyone watches, Captain America. Well, you can't catch it on Netflix anymore. You can't catch it on Hulu anymore. You got to catch it on Disney.
Right.
So for whole swatches of content, it has to be on each studio. So like if Universal does streaming, is every Universal movie only going to be able to be watched on Universal streaming service?
Yeah.
NBC got the Peacock now. Is all of this stuff?
I
only
know
gonna
it's starting to get bad, and the beginning of streaming was good because it was like, okay, we ain't got to get cable no more.
Right.
We can watch what you want, watch what we want to watch when we want to watch it. But everybody want to get a streaming service. Now it's going to be the point is we're going to get all these separate streaming services.
Yeah.
We might as well get cable.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like, and that's the shameful thing about it is that's what it does end up being. So someone was posting on Reddit about this and talking about, I thought this was supposed to save us money, and so it's like you went from having cable, which was $100-something, to having, okay, I got Netflix, that's $15. I got Hulu with live TV, that's another $50. I got this, I got that, I got that, I got that, I got that. So I'm spending about $100-some-odd. I should have just kept cable.
exactly. It's getting stupid. So anyway, I'm not sure if this coming on streaming service or just coming out just on DVD, but they got the animated Batman movie coming out. It's called Death in the Family. Now this was a comic. This was like a comic kind of mini series, or they had that when Robin got killed by the Joker. Now they showed some of this in the Under the Red Hood movie, which I'm familiar with the story, and I love it Under the Red Hood movie. Apparently, I'm figuring they showed some of this. I'm sorry, they showed some of the Under Red Hood movie, the parts where he killed Robin or whatever. They showed it in flashback. Right. So apparently, this is gonna be more of that, how Robin ended up getting killed and all that stuff. So one of the Robins. Right. There's 3 Robins for people who don't know Batman.
Well, 4.
Okay. Well,
5,
okay.
Who even knows?
Right. Whatever.
Comics.
Okay.
But so yeah.
All right, so let's watch this trailer. All right, so we're gonna watch the trailer of Batman: Death in the Family, and you get a little reaction for us. So without further ado, Batman: Death in the Family. Rated R.
Surprising.
We save lives every day. Strangers. And there's always enough time. But I failed to save Jason from this life.
Joker got a hold of stolen uranium. He's selling it to terrorists.
It's gonna take Batman and Robin together to close this case.
You take them down while I investigate that warehouse we tracked Joker to.
That's just, what's up with that setup?
Tell the big man I said hello.
Might as well have a spotlight on the warehouse.
become more than the dreams and nightmares they imagined for me.
The Red Hood's knowledge of my tactics, my history. This was getting personal.
Joker showed me the truth. Evil can't
So
be
now that's
cured,
extra shit.
only killed.
That wasn't in there. So it's more.
Burn in hell, Two-Face.
Red Robin awaits a verdict.
Life
Or death.
Because of my choice, I had to avoid repeating mistakes.
It's gonna be a Blu-ray.
Okay.
Yeah, Blu-ray. That's cool. I'd rather for it to be on streaming.
Yeah.
But, that's fine. So if I rent it, what version I get? Like if I rent it, I can't interact it with it, right?
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do that. Like, cause that's the thing. It's like when you rent stuff, it's not like you're playing off of like an interactive, disc.
Yeah.
You know, cause
Well, if I rent on digital,
Right.
if I just rent it on
so like I don't know how they're gonna do that.
Amazon
'cause
Prime or
I've
something.
seen a couple of interactive things, but like the only one I've seen that actually plays interactively, and anyway, is probably Bandersnatch. I haven't actually seen that. When you said you actually went through.
Yeah, it's on streaming.
It's on streaming.
But I don't think that you'll be able to interact if you just rent it on a.
Yeah, so like
Maybe I don't know.
I don't know, like 'cause most of these platforms aren't set up this way, right? They're just set up so you can watch it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you could interact
So
like
like
that.
I don't know if it
Maybe.
would have to be because like you it's not like you can rent it as an application.
Right.
So
Yeah, I don't know exactly. Maybe it do, but I'm not sure if it do. But but it looks good, and I'd rather just watch the whole movie without
Yeah.
doing all the choices and stopping and stuff.
like because it takes you out of the movie watching experience. It'll come up with your path choice. There's probably gonna be a little timer on there.
Yeah.
Decide quickly, how is this going to go?
I know it's watching just kind of like when I was watching Bandersnatch. It's fun kind of doing that, but I didn't enjoy the movie as a movie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could
Yeah,
just sit
yeah.
down and watch it. It's almost
Because,
like kind of like playing a game.
It feels like what do they call those FMVs, those full motion video games. So
Yeah.
like what was that infamous one where like you
Sewer Shark. That's an old Sega CD game.
Whoa, that's a deep cut right there. I wasn't even thinking of that one. Oh man.
Well, I mean, I used to have a Sega CD, and I used to buy all those damn video games. They was pretty bad though. When I went back, looked them on YouTube, they look like shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like the acting is always so spotty.
Oh, it's fun though.
Yeah.
But yo, you saying what about it though?
But like so, with the FMVs, like it's not quite watching a movie. It's not quite playing a video game. So it's a very odd experience, especially in this day and age, where if you wanted that kind of thing, you could just make that a video game and make money off of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone was asking for this.
Yeah, I mean, but it looks like The Death in the Family is like a popular story. A
Yeah.
lot of people like that, and I'm cool they did that. But I'd rather for just watch the movie the way it's played out instead of choosing this, choosing that. And maybe it's gonna be a way to just watch it without choosing being interactive. It's just I didn't like. I just don't like the choice of what if I decided to save him. Robin, that didn't happen. So now I'm gonna make a whole new scenario.
So also, does that mean that one of the path lines in this is just going to be a repeat of Under the Red Hood?
Right, and I think eventually he's going to end up going down that same path. Like he's going to eventually end up whatever you choose, he's going to still end up being a Red Hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of how Bandersnatch was, where you keep on making choices, whatever choices you made, you still ended up in the same place. But what they also did on that game, was, on that movie, I'm sorry, I feel like it's a game, but on that movie, when you made some wrong choices, they'd say, hey, well, go back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you kind of spend a lot of time going back because you end up going to like kind of a dead end where you keep on making, like, see if you made dumb choices on purpose to see what happens. And then you be like, well, now he's dead, dumbass. And then the movie would be like, try again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I don't, it's kind of it's kind of hard when you're just looking for a movie to entertain you. It should be optional, basically what I'm saying. I hope it's optional.
Because I get the impetus behind trying to craft an immersive experience, but like sometimes you just want to watch a movie.
Right. So,
It's like, I'm wondering, is there going to be a version of that included in this experience where, like, if you want to watch the Red Robin path line or whatever that looks like, you just watch that. If you want to watch the Hush plot line, you can just watch that. I don't know. Because I remember reading Death in the Family, and you had this great psychological terrorism that was going on against the Bat family. So it was like, you thought this was going on, but this is what they wanted you to think was going on. And then at the end of it, everything wraps up and you get to see what was really going on throughout. And so I probably would have preferred that experience, just watching that go down.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious. There's no way to know until it comes out, or if they, put out any kind of media about it. Is there going to be a just watching the movie type thing, or is it just only going to be the interactive?
Right. And which I kind of like that idea, because it means I get multiple movies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they can say you can just watch this path without stopping and choosing or whatever, and that's a different movie. So it's kind of like 3 different movies.
Yeah.
3-4 different movies on one disc.
And
I'm cool with that.
And then like they'll say like, but the only way you can get this A, B, and C to happen is if you're interacting.
I know. That's what I'm saying. The interaction is okay. That's like, it's like playing a game.
Yeah.
But I'd rather just watch a movie.
Yeah. You'll have like your basic path A, your basic path B, your basic path C. And then if you're the kind of person who it's really going to be into making their own choices and seeing what happens, you can do that too.
Yeah. So, I mean, on the whole, what you think of the movie?
I mean, I'm going to watch it. But
right. I mean, just from that trailer, though.
I don't know, like, because my biggest worry on this is I don't know if it needed to be a thing. Because that's the feeling I get watching the trailer is I don't know if this is something anyone was asking for. And I don't know how much I'm going to be there for it.
Yeah. My impression on that first scene, on that trailer was, it looks good. I mean, it looks good because, one, it's basically the same style as the Under the Red Hood movie, which I love that movie.
Yeah.
So it's like continuing that movie.
Yeah.
And showing more of the backstory. So I like it. I just think the interactive that could be bad or good. I'd rather for not, but I'm okay as long as I get to see more of this story. So I'm okay.
I'm assuming they're not going to bring Jensen Ackles back for anything extra on this one, because I didn't hear his voice anywhere throughout the whole trailer. So I'm guessing like the stuff of like the actual Red Hood stuff is just going to be the stuff they've already made from Under the Red Hood. So most of this is just going to be what happens between that movie and the backstory.
Right.
And it's changing how you fill that in.
Right, and I'm cool with that. But like you were saying earlier, can I just sit down and watch the Death in the Family story play out exactly the way it is in the comics, or do I have to do all this interactive stuff? I would like to sit down and watch the Death in the Family and then the Red Hood back to back.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it turns out.
Right.
When did it say it was coming out?
I did not see.
Yeah, I clicked off of it. Sorry, but we're gonna watch it, and you definitely gonna get a review from us as soon as it come out.
I don't think we've missed any of the DC animated stuff.
Yeah, we did. We missed that. It was a Superman one just came out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean but we will get it though. We'll get.
That was
we just basically getting back on
Man
our
of
shit.
Tomorrow, right? Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah, something like yeah, I think so. So we just kind of just not getting back on our shit. Right. Anywho, that is our reactions for